simple: to make the world a healthier and a happier place. But always this starts with you, because if other people are healthier, if other people are wealthier and happier, and you're not, it makes very little difference to your life. So we started the business to make an extra $200. That $200 has turned to quite a bit of money. It allowed me to be able to resign my engineering job. It allowed us to take our children to private schools. It allowed us to have, essentially to have time and financial freedom. Okay? So what is this business? Before I go into what this business is, let me share with you what I think are the four major ways that people use to generate income. The first of them is called a job. A job is when you work for somebody, an employer, and at the end of 30 days, they pay you a salary. A job is good because at least you can put food on the table. The challenge with a job is essentially two things. Number one, your income is limited, and most of your time is controlled by your employer. Number two, because of technology, companies are finding more efficient ways to generate income with less people, and they're able to produce much more. So I would say that a job is very insecure in the sense that you can lose your job anytime. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when somebody borrows money, you mortgage your house, you sell something, you take your life savings, and you start a business to provide a product or a service to the public in return for the money that you are paid. This is good because you control the amount of income you get by how hard you work. Drawbacks. The drawback is, number one, your income depends on the amount of time you put into the business. All of us have 24 hours a day. If you sleep 8 hours, 4 to 5 hours you eat, spend time with your family, you rest, you only have about 8 to 9 hours to actually work. So if your income depends on the time that you put into the business, it is limited, okay? You don't have what is called leverage if you're only working yourself to generate income. The other thing is, in self-employment, if you want to test whether you own a business or not, leave your business premises for about a month or two. If your business collapses, you don't own the business owns you, because it depends on your physical presence to be able to run a business. The third way that people use to generate income, and these are big businesses, people who have employ a lot of capital, they get a lot of money, they start a big business, and they employ lots of people. And you see, when you employ a lot of people, you also have a lot of labor problems. Big companies like Safaricom PLC in East Africa, MTN, Vodacom, ShopRite Checkers, or Naivas Supermarket in Kenya, East Africa, those are big businesses. They employ a lot of money to be able to run their businesses. This is not available to the ordinary person in the street. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investment. These are people who have money which is over and above, or extra money that is over and above what they need for their daily living. So you need two things to invest money. One, you need the skill. Two, you need the money and knowledge to be able to invest. So what most people do, they get a professional, somebody who is skilled and experienced in investing, who invests on their behalf. Now, of all these four, there seems to be a drawback in any of them. So the question is there an ideal business? Is there a criteria you can use to say this is an ideal business that any ordinary person with a dream, with a vision, with ambition can actually start and become very successful? I think it needs to have the following criteria. Number one is you need very low capital to start the business. Why? Because that is available to the ordinary person in the street. In our business, you require between $60 and $100 to start a global business. You know, when I started this business, it took me quite a while to the reality of the business to sink in. because Betty and I invested 426 Rand when we started. And after 7 months of doing the business part-time, 426 Rand was about $50 at that time. We invested $50 in the business, and after 7 months of doing the business part-time, our income was $1,000. That is a very good return on investment. That's what makes me excited about this business. The second criteria is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why is that? Because that is what people need. Distribution, you see, what is a business? A business is when you provide a product or a service and it's paid for. When somebody buys something, that's when a business occurs. And in normal sense, this is done through distribution. There is a manufacturer or a service provider. They have to learn how to distribute that product to the masses. That's how a business is built. The third element is you need to have a global reach. That simply means you need to have access to a large number of people. Our company does business in over 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries. These 14 countries have a population base of roughly 450 million people. So we've got a lot of work to do in the African continent. The fourth element is leverage. In fact, leverage is called the secret of successful people. What is that? Leverage is a means of multiplying your time and effort so that you can reach more customers and people with your product or service. Leverage is a very important principle, not only in physics and engineering, but in business. Because if you're in business and you're only depending on your effort to succeed, there's a limit. But if you cooperate with other people, you become almost limitless because of the number of people you get involved in the business. So leverage is an important principle for success in the business. The example I can use for leverage is this. For example, I start a fast food restaurant. Even if I work 18 hours a day, I cannot work more than 24 hours a day. But if I open 5 other restaurants, now, if, let me say I'm working 15, my restaurant is open for 15 or 12 hours a day. If I have 10 of them, my business is turning over 120. If I have 100 of them, my business is turning over 1,200 hours. That is really what leverage is. Leverage is finding a system of multiplication of your time and effort and reach to different customers. The fifth element is you need to get involved in consumable products for a very good, simple reason. They have a repeat sale. For example, soap, skincare products, health supplement. These are consumable products that people buy, use, and buy some more. They buy, use, again, buy some more. It's a very good criteria for judging how good a business is. And then you need a business system. A business system simply means you find tools, procedures, equipment that allows you to run your business even in your absence. You will notice that any of the banks, any of the restaurants, any of the chain of stores, the owners are rarely in the business, in the premise. They employ other people, they have got computer systems, the way they arrange the products, the pricing is standardized, everything else is standardized so that the owner of the business can actually take time off the business and the system help them to run the business. And the last element is timing. Timing is very important and critical in this kind of business for a very simple reason, is that if you start the business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction, or it's either too early or too late in the growth curve, okay? So what is this business that I've been talking about? This business is called network marketing or network distribution. It's a system, I think is the most efficient system of distribution of goods and services. Think about this. If our company launches a product today, within 1 hour, over 200,000 people know about that product. Why? Because the company will send information to all the distributors. All the distributors will send information to all their customers from people who buy products for us. Okay? So it's a very efficient way. In fact, when I started the business, when I began to understand what the business is, and I realized it's a very sound and logical way of building a business. For example, if you take let me say you take a product, one of the beverages, the manufacturing cost of the beverage is about $10. Let me say even $5. By the time this product arrives in the supermarket and the customer goes to buy, the customer pays about $18 to $25, as an example. Why is there that increase? That increase is there because there are people called middlemen, people who keep adding to the cost of the product, advertising, retailers, wholesalers, regional distributors, local distributors, breakages, all those people who add to the cost of the product without adding the quality or value to the product. So what we do in our business, we take out all these middlemen, and the money that is available, which the company should have paid advertising companies, is paid to distributors like myself or my colleagues who are in this business. That is really the thinking behind the business. It's very simple, very deeply thought business system of distribution. Okay, so we cut out the middleman. There's no advertising, there's no wholesalers, no retailers. Products are explained to customers directly. So we are paid for successfully referring customers to buy the products. That is really the simplicity of our business. Okay. Another very important thing that I find very exciting is the products are researched and developed on your behalf. The company designs the products, they manufacture, they resource the raw material, they do quality control, they put products in 50 different markets around the world, they develop systems. You as a distributor, you come in with all these things done on your behalf. And that is what makes the business very, very lucrative. Okay. So although you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself, you've got a support structure that the company has put on your behalf. So you're partnering with a company to do the business. There are no qualifications required in this business except three things. Number one, the desire for success. You need to have a desire to succeed. Number two, you need to be teachable. And number three, you need to work hard. If you've got these three things going for you, you're going to be very, very successful. Okay? Now, Neolife started by Jerry Brasfield in 1958. Jerry Brasfield, when he was a teenager, he had very serious asthma, and his mother got him natural remedies to alleviate his asthma. And when he felt better, he thought, maybe I should share this idea with some of my friends and colleagues and neighbors. And that's how the idea or the dream of starting Neolife started. 65 years later, Neolife has become a global business. But the reason why Neolife has lasted all this long is, number one, we believe in absolute integrity and honesty. It's very important that our customers know the truth about our products. Not only they know the truth about our product, but they know that the people they are dealing with are trustworthy. Number two is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. Why? Because people are the ones who make a business worthwhile doing. Okay? Number three is products that work. Neolife spends a lot of money. They've put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is simply to research and develop top quality products. We've got biochemists, we've got manufacturing specialists, we've got people specialized in nutritionals, specialized in herbal products. We've got we've got a whole array of scientists whose job is just to develop high quality products. The fourth element is people are equal in this business. Everybody who starts the business starts at exactly the same level. And the last is you need to have a long-range plan and a long-range vision. 2 weeks ago, I attended a seminar by Charlie and Alta Bolton in Johannesburg. This year, Charlie and Alta Bolton will be 50 years old in this business. That's why they've become extremely successful. Longevity. So you need to have a very long-range vision when you're doing this business. It's a business that you can pass down to your children and to your children's children. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, East Africa, that's Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania in 1996-97, in West Africa in the year 99-2000, and the company is still expanding in different markets, especially in Africa and the rest of the world. We are now in just over 50 countries around the world. If you're a guest, this business has come to your doorstep today. Now, why do people start this business? People started this business for so many different reasons. Betty and I started because we wanted to make an extra $200. Some people want to start the business because they want to give their children a better life. They want to buy dream homes. They want to buy good cars. They want to have holiday homes. Many people start the business because they want to make money. It's a very important thing to know how to make money. You make money by providing a product or a service to the public. Okay. Some people start the business because they want to be physically fit or healthy. So you're going to partner with a company that is more than 60 years old, operates in over 50 countries around the world, and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. Okay. We have 4 ranges of products. Why these ranges of products? These are consumable, high-quality products. I see 3 people have lifted their hands. I'm not sure whether there is a challenge. Emelda, Sadiki, and Papa Franco. I'm not sure if there's a problem with the reception. Okay, if there's no problem, maybe you should just go on. So, 4 ranges of products. Which are these products that we have in our business? The first is called the Golden Home Care products. The Golden Home Care products are things for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, your tiles, your dishes, anything in your home that requires cleaning, we've got the products for you. The products are biodegradable. They're very safe to discharge in the environment. In fact, I remember about 15 or 18 years ago, at the coast of Cape Town, there was an oil spillage and penguins were caught in the whole maze, 15,000 penguins. The only product they found around the world that was safe to use on the penguins and was safe to discharge in the water was our product called LDC. In fact, if you Google that, you will see the story of LDC and penguins around the Cape Town coast. So we've got high quality products. The second one is the personal care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, things you need to make yourself look neat and smart. The third is the skincare range of products. Skincare range of products is a fantastic range of products. Products to cleanse and detoxify your skin, to balance the moisture around your skin, to activate and nourish the skin cells after you remove the old dead cells. You've got very high quality products. And then the last one is health supplements. This is the highest selling range of our business for a very simple reason. Your greatest wealth is your health. Okay. Now, how does the business work? The business works when we get involved in 3 daily success habits. That is, we need to do 3 things every day to grow our business. The first is we use the products. We use the products because we are supporting our own business. We also want the people we refer the products to know that we believe in the products. So you change your buying habits. You buy from yourself instead of buying from the supermarket, that range of products I have just talked about. Neolife operates in over 50 countries around the world. Because each country has got a different currency, the company decided to standardize the measurement of business by using what is called PV or point value. 100 PV is roughly $160 in value. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business. That simply means we introduce other people to be business promoters of the products. In this example, every person we introduce is using 100 PV or 100 points, plus yourself to give you 700 PV and you become a manager in the business. The next thing is we teach the people you brought in to do what we do. Okay, it's called duplication. These people, if the person on the top right corner introduces 2, and those 2 introduce 2, you build a 700 PV unit plus the other 6, gives you 1,300 PV. You become a senior manager, your income is about $90 a month, okay? The next thing we do is we teach the people you brought in to duplicate what we do or to copy what we do. It's called duplication. It's a very important principle in business success. Okay, so you've got 6 people doing 700 plus yourself gives you 4,300. You become a director, and your income is between $580 and $700. What happens next? The next thing is some people who you approach may not join the business. They may not want to be business promoters or distributors. These become your customers. And what happens to your customers? You make a profit of 20% from them. Okay? And then the third thing is personal development. Personal development simply means you take time to improve yourself as a person. You attend training, you attend seminars, the support systems, you have all sorts of things to make your business grow as a business person. Personal development material, seminars, conferences, CDs, books, so that you can learn about the business, learn about the products, learn about who you are so that you can bring out the best in you. If you want to earn more money in our business, just help one more person become successful in the business. If you help one more person become a director, your income goes to about $1,000. If you help 3 people become directors, your income goes to about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, your income is about $5,000 plus. Okay, so at this time, I want to invite a very dear friend of ours. He's one of the most successful distributors in the East African region. He lives in Uganda. Justus, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Pascal, I can hear you.
Wonderful, wonderful.